Hi students, this is Karthik Trivedi and you are watching a lecture series of Applied Thermodynamics with me. Hi students, in today's video we are going to see a topic called designation of refrigerant. So this is a very important topic as far as the examination is concerned. So now let us see how to designate the refrigerant. Okay, so listen it very carefully, give your 100% attention, and you at the end of the lecture you will get to know that how to give the name to the various kind of refrigerant. Okay, so let's start. So here you can see in designation of refrigerant, to give the designation to the refrigerant, I have divided the different refrigerant into the part A, part B, part C and part D. In part A, we are going to see the designation of refrigerant for methane or ethane based refrigerant. Okay, so these are that kind of refrigerant which contain methane and ethane. Here you can see one of the example, dichlorotetrafluoroethane. So here the ethane base. So in such kind of refrigerant, how to give the name? In part B, we gonna give the name to the refrigerant which contain bromine. Okay, so if the refrigerant contain bromine, then how to give the numbering? In part C, we are going to see how to give the refrigerant name or how to give the refrigerant number to the inorganic compound. Inorganic compound means ammonia, CO2, SO2, water, etc. So these are the inorganic compounds, natural things. And part D, if the number is same means if refrigerant number is same but chemical properties are different, then how to give the name. Okay, so these are the part A, part B, part C and part D. So let us see one by one. So first, how to give the name to the refrigerant which is having methane or ethane base. So remember this formula. For methane and ethane base, the chemical formula will be something like this: CmHnClpFq, where M is equal to what? M is equal to number of carbons. N is equal to what? Number of hydrogen. P is equal to what? Number of chlorine. Q is equal to what? Number of fluorine. Again, the chemical formula is CmHnClpFq, where M shows the number of carbon atoms, N shows the number of hydrogen atom, P shows the number of chlorine atom, Q shows the number of fluorine atom. Okay, so you have to remember this: N plus P plus Q is equal to 2M plus 2. This equation is very important. Why? Because sometimes you have the value of N, you have the value of M, you have the value of Q, but you don't have the value of P. So by using this equation, you can find the remaining number of atoms for either for P, either for Q, either for N or either for M. So remember this formula. So you have to remember this formula: 1, 2, and this is the refrigerant numbering. So R dash M minus 1 N plus 1 Q. Let's say you have a M equal to 2. So here you put R M equal to 2. So 2 minus 1. So it will be a 1. Let's say N equal to 0. So 0 plus 1, 1. So 1, 1. And Q is equal to 2. So R 1, 1, 2. So that will be the refrigerant number. Okay, so that is how they derive. So you have to remember these formulas: Cm, Hn, Clp, Fq, where M equal to number of carbon atom, N is equal to number of hydrogen atom, P is equal to number of chlorine atom, and Q is equal to number of fluorine atom. And you have to remember this: N plus P plus Q is equal to 2M plus 2. And you have to remember this: how to give refrigerant number: R dash bracket M minus 1 N plus 1 Q. Okay, so you have to remember this, this and this. And how to give the name? So let us take one example. So here in examination, he will give you something like this: there is one refrigerant named as dichlorotetrafluoroethane. Now find out the chemical equations, means something like this, and find out the refrigerant number, something like this, for this particular equation. So how to find the refrigerant number and chemical equation? So here you can see the word di. Remember this thing: mono means 1, di means 2, okay, tri means 3, tetra means 4, penta means 5, hexa means 6. Okay, so remember this thing. So here it is written dichloro. Di means 2. So dichloro. So that means there are 2 chlorine atoms. So we know that P shows the number of chlorine atoms. So here dichloro. So that means 2 chlorine. So here you can see that value of P is equal to 2. Then read the word tetrafluoro. Tetra means 4. Tetrafluoro, that means 4 fluorines. Number of fluorine atom is equal to 4. So we know that Q shows the number of fluorine atom. So here tetrafluoro, that means Q is equal to 4. So P equal to 2, Q is equal to 4. Now here the word is ethane. So you know this thing. Methane means CH4, 1 carbon. Ethane means C2H6, means 2 carbon. Propane means C3H8, means 3 carbon. Butane means C4H10, means 4 carbon. So here ethane means C2H6, means how many carbons are there? 2 carbons are there, C2H6. So number of carbons will be 2 for ethane. So for ethane we know that number of carbon equal to 2, and we know that M shows the number of carbon. So we can write M equal to 2. Now there is one thing is missing, is number of hydrogen atom, which we cannot find from the here. So now what we will do? We will use this equation, N plus P plus Q is equal to 2M plus 2. Why? Because we have the value of P, which is 2. So we are going to put over here N plus 2 plus what is the value of Q we have? 4. So equal to 4 is equal to 2M plus 2. So we have the value of M equal to 2. So 2 into 2 plus 2. So this will be N plus 6 is equal to 6. So therefore N equal to how much? 0. So this is how we can find N equal to 0. So this is how we can find the value of P, Q, M and N. So this is how we are going to use this equation. Now we have all these value. So just put it down over here. M equal to 2. So here you put M equal to 2. So it will be a C2. HN, N equal to 0. So H0. So don't need to write that because hydrogen atom is 0. So we have not to write that because N equal to 0. Now ClP. P equal to how much? 2. So Cl2. So Cl2. Then FQ. Value of Q equal to 4. So F4. So C2, Cl2, F4. So this is the chemical equation. And how to give refrigerant number? So refrigerant number will be like this. R dash M minus 1. What is the value of M? 2. So 2 minus 1, that is 1. What is the N plus 1? N value is what? 0. So 0 plus 1, 1. So 0 plus 1, 1. NQ. What is the value of Q? 4. So 4. So R1, 1, 4. So this is how you can tell dichloro tetrafluoroethane means R1, 1, 4. That is the refrigerant number, and chemical equation is C2, Cl2, F4. Now, can you find the reverse thing? Means if I will give if there is a one refrigerant which number is R114, can you give me the name of that equation? Then you have to do all the reverse process, and your final answer, sir, is that name is dichloro tetrafluoroethane, or you can say that, sir, it is a C2 Cl2 F4. So you also know how to do reverse thing, okay? So vice versa. So now that you will be understand. Now I am going to give you two things for homework. So there is one refrigerant which is R22. So now if they will write R22, so if they write R22, because we know that here the 3 number is there, 1, 2, 3. R22 means R022. Okay, so no need to worry. That means what? M minus 1 equal to 0, N plus 1 equal to 2, Q equal to 2. If someone tell you R12, that means what? Because we know that we are having 3 number. So it will be a something like this. R012. That means M minus 1 equal to 0, N plus 1 equal to 1, and Q equal to 0. So this is how you can find the reverse thing. Okay, so now there is one refrigerant R22. Find out the chemical formula. There is one refrigerant which is R12. Find out the chemical formula. So how you have to do? You have to write it something R22. Write you have to something like this, R022, because we know that there are 3 number. So that means first number is 0. So R022. R12, because we know 3 number. That means first number is 0. So R012. And now do the reverse process and find out the chemical formula. I have already written the answer over here. Find out and match your answer. Okay. So I hope now this is the very important part. Now I'm very sure that you will get it, how to give the name to the refrigerant which is having a methane or ethane base. Okay, so this much portion is covered. Okay, now let's see part number B. if refrigerant contain bromine atom. So if refrigerant is contain bromine atom, that means that equation is something like this. There is one refrigerant which contain bromine atom. So equation is like CF3Br. That means we can see that here this refrigerant is contain bromine atom. So how to give the number? To give the number, what you have to do? First you have to find the refrigerant number. So let's say by using this formula, now forget the Br. Now only remember CF3. Okay. So by using this formula we can find CF3. We can find R13. The refrigerant number is R13. Just remember CF3. So that number will be R13. But here now you have to calculate how much bromine atom is there. So 1. So you have to just write B1. If there will be a 2 atom, so you will write R13B2. If there is 3 atom, you will write R13B3. So again repeat. There is one refrigerant which contains bromine atom. So now here the chemical formula is CF3Br. First what you will do? First, let's say you will forget bromine atom. Here the CF3. Find out the refrigerant number. Now after finding the refrigerant number, let's say we have found the refrigerant number R13. Now here we know that the bromine, here it contains bromine atom. How much atom is there? 1. So we will just write B1. If there is 2, will write B2. Okay, so this is how we have to do if the refrigerant contain bromine atoms. Now part C. If there is an inorganic refrigerant. So what are the inorganic refrigerants? That first you have to remember. Ammonia, Na3, CO2, SO2 and water. These are the inorganic refrigerant. These are the natural refrigerant which is easily available for us. So if these are the refrigerant, inorganic refrigerants are there. So how to give the numbering to this refrigerant? So if there is an inorganic refrigerant, then you have to give the numbering something like this. R dash bracket 700 plus molecular mass. That means molecular mass of that particular inorganic refrigerant. Let us take one example. There is ammonia. So I know that is inorganic refrigerant. So what I have to do? The number will be 700 plus molecular mass of ammonia. So I know that nitrogen 14 and hydrogen is having a 1. So 14, but hydrogen is having a 3 atoms. So 14 plus 3, that means 17. So and molecular mass of Na3 17. So 700 plus 17. So it will be R717. So this is how you will give the name. So similarly you can give the numbering to CO2, SO2 and water. Give me the answer in comment section. Okay, so you have to just remember the molecular mass of this thing and add the 700 into that and you will find your answer. And last, part D, if the number is same and chemical properties are different, then what? Here you can see there are two refrigerants, R134 and R134A. So here you can see the numbering are same. Numbering are same means they contain same chlorine atom, same hydrogen atom, same carbon atom, but their properties are different. So how to differentiate them? So to differentiate them, we will just write a suffix. We will just write suffix like this A. So that means here R134A. Here R134 and R134A. That means what? If you remember this, if you see these two kind of number, that means the numbering is same, but the properties of refrigerant are different. If this is having a certain property, then this refrigerant will have a different properties than this. That means numbering is same, but properties are different. And then you will put a suffix something like this. So here we have written A. So R134 and R134A. So I hope now you will understand how to give the name to the various kind of refrigerant. So I hope you will like this video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.